if we met aliens and they were smarties and not animals, they were intelligent life forms,
right,
from somewhere else in the universe.
Okay.
How would you,
Me,
a Christian, be able to tell if they were also exactly like us when it comes to being image bearers or could be saved or whatever? How would you go about figuring that out? And what would you look for to know?
Wow. That's a really good question. Because we're talking about an intelligent life form that's beyond just an animal.
Right.
That can communicate, talk.
Mm-hmm.
And then the question becomes so like an angel in a lot of ways, in the sense of being communicate, talk, how do we know that we're image bearers that we hold the image of God and ask whether they do or they don't?
Right.
I think so much of it is how they are speaking to and relating to God. And so, in other words, angels are like what they call, Hebrews chapter 1 refers to them as ministering spirits. That word ministering there is like servants.
Mm-hmm.
Are they relating to God as servants, or are they relating to God as children?
Okay.
I think that's a major difference.
Okay. How would you be able to tell?
Hopefully from the way they're talking about God.
Okay.
So, in other words, with angels, I'm just using angels as an example.
Mm-hmm.
And angels, so an intelligent life form that are not made in the image of God. Okay.
Right.
But they're close to us, right? I mean, it talks about humanity being a little higher than angels,
mm-hmm.
right? And so I think for angels, they're relating to God, and they're talking about who God is, right? So this is God. Holy is God. Powerful is God. Mighty is God. We will do whatever God asks of us. We are here to serve him and to worship, but to serve him, to declare, okay, Adam and Eve were created in a much different way.
Okay.
So they were created in a way that related to God, not just in this is who God is, but this is who we are in relation to God. And he is interacting with Adam and Eve in the garden in a way that, yes, they obviously recognize his power and his holiness and those kind of things, but they're also recognizing the fact that he comes and he just walks amongst them, that he's talking with them, that he's in relationship with them, and is inviting them to be in relationship with him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going both ways. And so I would like to hear how they speak about God.
So it'd be like, does God command you to do things all the time?
Yeah. And are you just kind of like basically like at his command?
Will.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Or does he have a relationship with you?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. To me, that's like one of the core parts of it.
So you'd have people arguing about that too.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
If they were smart.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I think you'd have some people that are like, well, if they're rational beings, they'd kind of immediately jump to going, they must be made in the image of God.
Right.
And then I would go, whoa, slow that train down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have angels that are intelligent. We see angels, for example, not just in Old Testament, but like in New Testament, angels appearing, to the apostles, appearing to Paul and speaking to, angels speaking to them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a very different, so there we see them interacting with humanity. They're intelligent, but they're relating to God in a very different way.